playing well because offensively, we really haven't been bad offensively all year.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, even in our losses, it's like we've been decent offensively. It's been defensively that we've just been pathetic.
Right.
They weren't.
Right.
And the difference was you went on the road, you beat Miami by 9 points. You know, I mean, we'll go deeper than that.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, but that's a very macro, but yeah.
Before I get to the phone lines, I got to say, you know what I noticed? I may have told you if I don't want to spoil it, but I looked at them and I said, this just before they were like, as they were getting going, I said, oh, something looks different as the game was even starting. The first 40 seconds, Steve. You know what I said?
Oh, yeah, I know what you're gonna say.
Y'all got a lot of fresh cuts.
Let's say your hair. Hey, and you immediately go, okay, so who's there? Because Clemson, y'all played good. Y'all played good up at Boston College when everybody. So you're like, okay, so there's a
who was there, because there was a team barber in that building somewhere. Now I don't know.
That's look good.
Listen, I'm not saying I know anything, but I know basketball swag more than anything and everything, Steve. And I saw the haircuts, and I am strong. I was going to say, I'm king of the look good, feel good, play good club. You are ruler and emperor.
Yeah. I mean, listen, you can lose as long as you look good. Yeah.
Steve is the double wristband, double spack cleats.
Oh, man.
I want all the swag you can muster.
Day.
So I see those haircuts and I'm like, huh. Something's going on. Like I said, even if it was just, hey guys, this is what we need to do. I would love to hear that, Steve. I would love to know that the coach just said, yeah, clean yourself up. Y'all need to clean yourself up.
Do you want me to say something else too really quick? And I know we'll get to Doc. There's something else that I've been saying all year long under Kenny Payne that I think he coaches better if this happens. Okay. We'll get to Doc. Let's do it. We'll get to Doc, and then I'll tell you what I think he's been forced into.
Doc, thanks for joining us on 93.9. Fire away.
Right, man.
Mm-hmm.
I agree, Doc. Yeah. I appreciate it, man.
Appreciate the call, Doc.
Yeah, Brandon's been good. Let me say this, and we'll go back to I think what Doc's saying, because I think I can marry the two. I've been saying this all year, okay, and I think he's been forced into it. I think Kenny Payne coach better. His system works better if guys get a lot of minutes. I think it's just the way you play. I don't even want to say it. I'm going to have to say it, but I don't want to say it. It's the same thing with Calipari. When there's a reason his style, by tournament time, he shrinks that thing to 7. You don't see more than 7 guys. I mean, of course you do, but very little.
Yeah.
Last night, Kenny Payne had to play 4 guys for 30 plus. And I think when you play that system and you let dudes that can play ball get into at the end of the game, what did you see? I mean, I know we're kind of bouncing all over, but Sky Clark, I was on the watch along with Sofro and Phil Baker and Bosch and all them. And I was like, we needed a bucket. And I was like, Sky, just be a pro. Be a pro.
Yep.
We were kind of joking around, but I was like, I'm serious, man. Just take it. Sky makes a good drive,
Left
takes
hand.
contact, left-hander, finishes it. It's like, that's just a ball. That's just a player, man. And I think right now we've been forced. I mean, only we only had 7, 8 scholarship guys available last night.
7.
Yeah, I mean, which adds to the impressiveness. Because when I say the roster should be shrunk, you're obviously going to play more than that. But I think it's a big deal when you start to see Caleb, Curtis. You beat Miami with Caleb and Curtis playing a lot of minutes. I mean, there's something to, and Hersey. When you see guys like that, that's what you need. I think going forward, if Kenny Payne is going to be successful going forward, I think we'll start to see more of that roster shrinking.
You saw something else that you don't realize you saw, people.
I love it.
I saw it. And it's something I've been waiting for. It was the first time I think the player took the bull by the horns. I don't like when coach says, I'm trying to convince these guys and stuff like that. But that's me across the board. I'm just like, crack the whip. I'm that guy. Here's what happened. I've been extremely critical on Brandon Huntley Hatfield and his hands, right? Biggest problem is us being able to get the ball to the post. Brandon does not hold this man off. He looks the part on the field, but when the ball actually gets thrown,
I yelled at him twice yesterday at the beginning of the game because I think he cost Hersey 2 turnovers.
He cost her.
Yeah.
Listen, and here's the thing. When you're watching it as a fan, I know you think that guard turned that ball over. It's not.
I totally agree with that. Yeah.
It's not the guard's turnover. He is not getting the ball. He is not coming to the ball.
Clay would have punched me in the face. All jokes aside, he would have been so angry at me. Go back and watch those first 2 entry ball, just how Brandon lets it go.
No, and here's the thing. And I know how this is gonna sound. Sounds like a former guard blaming, a big man. But I'm telling you, when you don't trust your big man to catch the ball, the guard in front of you is now a bigger threat because you're hesitant with the basketball. You cannot be hesitant with the basketball if Brandon's not going to attack the pass, right? And all it takes is the smallest deflection for it not to go that way. So Brandon rolled to the basket a little bit in traffic, and Mike James fed him the ball, a bounce pass, right?
Yeah.
2 things happened. When that ball got deflected, and this is Mike James having a good game, a good day. When that ball got deflected, it's the first time I seen Mike James look like he was going to do something to a teammate. He went, he clapped he got viciously angry at Brandon. Direct, Brandon, I'm going to make a show out of this. You know what I'm saying? Kenny Payne took Brandon out right after that play, right?
Yeah.
Which is another one of my things. If you don't make a rule about that catch,
need Mike to be a leader.
That's exactly why I'm telling you.
Okay. Yeah. Say something, dude. Get to the point. I can't listen to stories.
I should have gave you a pregame outline. Hey,
Spirit child.
Hey, I'm going to set this up, Steve.
He's the gosh dang spirit child, Marcus. I need it. Okay, I'm sorry.
Mike James took the bull by the horns. I was just watching that dodgeball scene where he's like, it's a metaphor. But that actually happened.
Yeah, but that actually happened.
She's like, interesting picture. Yeah, but seriously, him yelling at him, right? Because you always see a lot of Brandon correcting other people, right? Correcting other people. One time, Tyler didn't get the ball to him. He just went straight over to him. Start, like I think, okay, I think the coaching staff has empowered Brandon a little too much, But listen, when he's good, he's good. When he's good, he's great. When I see some of the moves he makes, I'm like, those are the moves that get a coach fired. Those are the moves that get a GM fired. You know what I'm saying? If you don't have the hands in traffic, if you on the rebounds that should obviously be his, and end up getting deflected out. It just looked like Mike James had a moment where he had enough. And I think the immediate response of Mike James and the immediate response to Kenny Payne to that play caused, like I said, it caused an uptick in overall intensity, of the game. Mm-hmm. So Mike James taking initiative on that.
With all due respect, Texter, if you're comparing Mike James yelling at Brandon Huntley Hatfield, Plummer yelling at Johnson, then you just want to argue. I don't know what to tell you. Yeah, you just want to fight. And judging by the rest of your text, you just want to fight anyways.
Yeah, and again, Mike James.
I mean, those two situations aren't even remotely the same conversation.
Yeah, no, that was a good play, a good pass. They had a couple of successful possessions. He just had enough, and it's like, okay. I understand when the coach says that has to come from you guys. I don't want to I don't want to have to be the coach that says you have to yell at him about this. I know, right?
God's name. What kind of pterodactyl flew over us, dude?
There's a lot of stuff going on around the world. But yeah, so the Mike James moment, that was a big time moment.
Yep.
I'll say this. I'm a big fan of Tyler Johnson. He did not. I think coach got him under control by playing him a lot less.
Yeah.
Of course, I don't like that during the game. And I'm like, get Tyler back in there.
And before the game, I was like, I'll be honest again. I was like, Hersey starting. I'm like, you're just don't. I mean, listen, Steve in his house. Like, I'm not gonna hide from this.
Right.
I was just like, he's literally just throwing stuff against the wall now. Like, we're gonna start D'Lo and Hersey. Like, okay. Right. Yeah, well, this might be the tweak. Well, by God, it might have been.
Listen, how much more under control did Tyler look? Outside of the long three-pointer? Outside of that ridiculously long three-pointer that Tyler shot, he looked really under control. The steal before half was a confident, calculated reach. Came down under control, left hand layup on the big guy.
Yeah.
The play with Sky and Mike James. What were you thinking when you saw that? Sky scores, or Mike James scores. Sky gets the steal. Mike James gets up off the ground. Sky kicks it out to Mike James. Oh, Mike James backs up.
Yes.
And Sky.
Yeah. No, I was gonna kill him. I was gonna kill him, man.
You were gonna kill Sky?
Listen.
Or Mike.
Oh my God. Listen. When we get a good strong bucket, Sky gets the steal, and he kicked it out to a Mike James who's shuffling backwards. I was like, y'all are idiots. And then Sky went straight to the corner.
Which they shoot all day long. About 2 games ago. Go ahead.
Mike's credit. Mike, who's hot hand, right to the corner.
You know how hard it is to pass that ball in Florida?
Would you blame Mike if he shot that ball?
No.
I mean,
I was going to kill him on that transition, though.
Yeah. I am one of my biggest pet peeves in basketball is to steal underneath the basket. And because 9 out of 10, there's chaos right there. to me, I don't know what the percentage is, but I bet it's 80 plus that guy either gets a bucket or gets fouled.
Yeah.
Because you just freak out.
You hate the kick out.
Yes. And it was like, but it worked. And it was, I mean, listen, if, again, we're a long way from this. If it turns around,
right.
that's the play.
I say the Mike James yelling at Brandon is one. I think that play was a confidence, like no, we can play and we can look good. We can look good doing it.
I will give a caveat every time.
He kicks it out and he hits it from the corner, and it looked like it was a money shot. It looked like he shot the ball knowing it was going to go in. Mm-hmm. And then you're like, okay. Then the defense picked up on that.
Yeah.
Oh, what other plays? Like if we were just looking for play, like I said, a magnificent world, a turnaround. What was another play that you?
For me, Skies. I referenced it earlier. I mean, it's a little different because it was more of a. But I mean, it was in a moment where Louisville needed a big shot. You know, they needed, and that's something Louisville's not been able to do in a while.
Yeah,
just hey, we need a bucket
here.
Yep. Usually that's a turnover. Usually that game last night, even if we win it, we sweat it out and down the stretch. Like when you know, when they called that 10-second call, it's just ridiculous.
Ooh.
But it was like, we're going to lose.
You knew you knew we were. Listen, 81-50, 93-9 is the number. 38-31, 93-9. What percentage were you sure that we were going to lose after that 10-second call?
Yeah.
Because wasn't there another right after that? Then they added time back on the clock on the next play. So you were watching it, Steve, and you're like, there's no way.
They get a bucket here. We go down. We get a turnover. We do something dumb. They go back. They hit a three. We lose.
we lose by one or two, and and it's a whole different vibe.
But never did you think, no, Wolves are going to push it out. They're going to win by 9. It's going to go the opposite direction. And that's what buckets like Sky Clark did.
So, so that the Sky Clark late bucket is one you say like it
was huge.
Going to the basket. You got Steve. How much screaming were you about the fouling? About the no calls, I mean.
Not a lot, because I was still a little bit in.
You have to make the refs respect you.
And I still kind of am that way.
Yep.
I'm going to the Center Saturday.
Right.
That's what that did.
A good
I'll be there.
Performance.
I haven't been there since UMBC.
Right.
I'm going back Saturday. Okay. It's like, no, yeah, you earned that. I'm in there. And I hope other people, we'll talk about that tomorrow. But it was I'm going to be the same tomorrow though. The refs aren't costing me games. I'm still not there. I'm not there where refs are costing me games. So I'm like, they don't think anything of you. That's why they're
that's what I was saying. That's how, you know what? That's how I was bringing my blood pressure down.
Yeah.
When at the moment that guy was knocking Sky on the ground at half court, and they weren't calling anything, I was spiking in my language, in my temperature. I was spiking.
Yeah.
So, but I would calm myself down by saying, until you make them respect you, you're not gonna get that call.
Yeah.
I hated saying that too.
I know.
Because
but it's fair, it's fair. But I mean, KP said it after the game. He said, I mean, one of the main things we did was driving to the basket.
There was another thing that you saw. You don't realize you saw. Doc said it. People should know. And I'll say it as radio friendly as I can.
Corey,
talking about the effort. Okay, you know how I always talk about staying down in defensive stance. It's one of the hardest things to do in basketball. That's why it's a punishment across all cultures. Some kind of squat, is always a punishment. It's the hardest thing to do in basketball. The second hardest is having one foot in the lane, so you got to stop the guy driving, and then they throw it to your guy. Then you have to run out to the 3-point line and challenge. So you basically have to move as fast as the basketball, you know?
Oh, yeah.
Step over to help the driving lane and then recover to your guy. And especially with a team, when Miami was shooting that ball, it was
They're good shooters, man.
they were great shooters. That's a demoralizing feeling because it's like, what good is it going to do for me to run out there? They're just going to drain it. So when somebody drains 3 threes in your face like that, and on the fourth one, you still close out with full effort, believing that you can affect this play, which you can, but it's hard to believe you can affect this play when they're going in. They did not slow down. They stayed in the gaps and they recovered to their man. That's hard to do, man. That takes a lot of effort.
It's a great text, though. It says, didn't it feel good to see the other team getting called for stepping on the sideline? Because it was funny when it happened. This texter don't even know this, but when it happened, I was sitting there and I was like, ha!
You stepped on the line. Other people do it too.
Yeah.
Corey, thanks for joining us on 93.9. What's on your mind?
Hey, what's up, Marcus?
Feeling good.
Hey, great win for the guys last night. Great win for the city. Before the game, Kenny Payne addressed the team, and he said, I go into every game believing we're going to win. He said, you have to believe that you're going to win. And I think that stuck in those guys' minds last night. And after the game, he asked them, what did it feel like to play with each other and have success? And I just want to give them props, man, and salute to the team and the coaching staff. It's a big win. And how about their next home game? I think it's NC State. Let's get at least 10,000, 15,000 and let's support those guys and show them we appreciate good basketball. That's all I got.
Corey, I appreciate the call.
Man.
Do you believe him? Do you believe he thinks he's going to win every game?
I hope.
Yeah. Or you just like kind of like me. You just blind confidence. Just we should win.
Yeah. I don't know.
They're not that good. Yeah. Which I do believe. Which is okay. It's irritating, and it's something to build on by saying, "Hey, it's not these other rosters that are going to beat us most of the time." You know, we're going to be in charge of our own destiny and our own fate in most games.
I agree with that.
With the way we play, the way we execute, the way we fight back, you know, fight off and maintain our discipline. I'll tell you what, good first segment.
Yeah.
Take a quick commercial break. 93.9 The Ville. Hey, Cards fans. Do you or a loved one suffer from gout? Gout is a very painful form of arthritis that can also lead to kidney and heart disease. I bet you didn't know there's now a Gout Center of Excellence right here in Louisville. They use the most up-to-date clinical guidelines and FDA-approved treatments to get you relief fast. If you have gout, be sure to call the Gout Center of Excellence at 502-719-2472 or visit them online at ralouisville.com. And be sure to tell them Marcus sent you.
Twin Peaks is the best in the game. Here, you're in the red zone for every college rivalry and divisional matchup all season long. On game day, you never have to decide which teams to watch, only what combination of bites, burgers, wings, and more to order. Plus, where else are your favorite draft beers always poured at a frozen 29 degrees? Only at Twin Peaks, the #1 sports bar.
Stick around after the sun sets. Twin Peaks is open really late. Wind down with bourbon and late night bites. Only at Twin Peaks.
Hey, we're getting closer to that big game on Sunday. Show up early, cash out quarterly. First 100 fans to show up for the big game on Sunday get a free square for the chance to win a Twin Peaks gift card at the end of every quarter. Plus, every fan scores free fried pickles just for showing up. Contact your favorite store for more information on availability and offers.
Hey, this is the Fat Jack, and as we head deeper into 2024, it's time for the Super Wildcard Weekend. Are you ready to make some money? My clients and I won again last week, 6-0 basketball run over the weekend. Football wins again, going 4-2 on Sunday. Are you ready to turn a profit? This is a huge weekend, and it's time to start winning. Go to FatJackSports.com. Get signed up today. It's less than $100 a week to win betting the games through at least the Super Bowl. FatJackSports.com, the only place you need to go to turn a profit betting the games.
Most people don't put much thought into the value of a reliable water or sewage pump until they have to. Well, I have a team that never stops thinking about it. Kentuckiana Pump Sales. With over 35 years of experience, Kentuckiana Pump Sales, a premier Ashland pump shop, includes sump, sewage, grinder pumps, and many more to service all residential, municipal, commercial, and industrial needs. Next time you think about pumps, think Kentuckiana Pump Sales, 3303 Industrial Parkway, Jeffersonville, Indiana, or visit KentuckianaPumps.com.
Louisville fans, Steve Rummage here. We all know the importance of making the right hire, especially when the stakes are high. In basketball and in real estate, the right leadership makes all the difference. Just because someone seems nice or they're a friend of the family doesn't mean they're the right person for the job. Hire someone with a proven track record of success. Like you've heard me say for years, call Josh Jarbo. Josh and the team at RE/MAX Empire are turning tough plays into big wins, ensuring your real estate experience is nothing short of a slam dunk. And in need of financing? Say no to amateur moves and go with the best. With Motto Mortgage A to Z, you're getting the MVP of treatment. No more pain, just gains. So when you're ready to make your next big play in real estate, remember, with RE/MAX Empire, Motto Mortgage A to Z, it's always a full court press towards success. They're here to assist you in scoring the perfect property and navigating the financial hoops with ease. Call Josh Jarbo, 502-216-7590, and let's achieve those real estate goals with championship precision.
Josh Jarbo, principal broker, owner of RE/MAX Empire, and co-founder of Motto Mortgage A to Z, NMLS number 2256125. Each office is independently owned and operated. Motto Mortgage A to Z is an equal house lender.
Your home is your fortress, and your first line of defense is your roof. So if your roof is under attack by either Mother Nature or Father Time, you should be calling Citadel Roofing and Construction. Citadel Roofing and Construction is locally owned and operated, will provide free inspections, estimates, and of course they'll work with your insurance. Did I also mention their A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau? Let Citadel Roofing and Construction protect the roof that protects you by calling 502-219-7964 today.
Hey, Cards fans, this is Zach with Great Flood Brewing Company, reminding you to come enjoy our beer specials at our Highlands or Middletown locations. Also, if you're interested, please come out and visit our Middletown location to enjoy a new boneless wing special, half pound for $8. Thank you so much for the support during this year, and we hope to see you out there soon. For more information, visit us at greatfloodbrewing.com.
Follow the leader. Download the ESPN Louisville app today, delivered by UPS Jobs Kentucky.
With the Kroger app, shopping online with pickup and delivery is the same as shopping in-store. Same low prices, same personalized deals, same rewards on the same high-quality items like Honeycrisp apples and pasta sauce, with no hidden fees or markups. It's one small click for groceries, one big win for busy families everywhere. Start your cart today at Kroger.com. Kroger, fresh for everyone. Restrictions apply. See site for details.
Now that sports have officially kicked off, there's only 4 things missing from your playbook. 4 pegs. Looking for great smoked wings? 4 pegs. Looking for juicy barbecue and award-winning chili? 4 pegs. If you're just looking for some cold crab, tap, can, or bottled beer, 4 pegs. And the best part about 4 pegs is it's right around the corner at 1053 Goss Avenue in Germantown. So you better get over there fast because the word is spreading. And while you're over there, be sure to ask about their food truck and other catering services.
The biggest winner in the big game could be you thanks to BetMGM. The king of sportsbooks is offering new customers a chance to score $158 in bonus bets instantly. That's right, instantly. Just download the BetMGM app and sign up using bonus code VSHOW, then place a $5 moneyline wager on the big game. You'll receive $158 in bonus bets instantly, regardless of your wager's outcome. Don't miss your opportunity to cross the goal line on the money line as pro football's top teams clash for the championship. Can't be in Vegas for the big game? Then bring the big game excitement with you with the king of sportsbooks. BetMGM and GameSense remind you to play responsibly. See BetMGM.com for terms. 21 plus only. Kentucky only. New customer offer. Subject to eligibility requirements. Rewards are non-withdrawable bonus bets that expire in 7 days. Please gamble responsibly. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Can't get enough ESPN Louisville? Subscribe to us on YouTube at ESPN Louisville for live watch-alongs, play-by-play breakdowns with the coach, behind-the-scenes action in the bullpen, and more.
Hello, this is Dan McDonald, head baseball coach at the University of Louisville. You're listening to the home of Cardinal baseball on 93.9 The Ville.
Royalty free. You're good.
At dfhcompany.com. Curtis Williams Jr.
I love him.
What do you like about him? Is it the upside when he plays?
It's the upside because he's a pro. And I'll tell you why he's a pro. Guys like him, they're shooters. Okay, cool. He's not just a shooter. He is in the mold of what the new NBA point guard looks like.
Mm-hmm.
Curtis Williams can handle the ball so well in the open floor.
Mm-hmm.
Like Curtis, I think if he sticks to the process with Louisville, again, we don't know what's going to happen. I mean, if another coach comes in and it's somebody that doesn't like it, I get it.
Yeah,
but if he sticks to the process of college basketball, let me say that, I think he has a real shot to be a guy that's a draft pick.
A dude.
Yeah, that's like, no, man, he's 6'6". I told you when I saw him last year, I saw him and Trenton Flowers together at the Florida State game.
Mm-hmm.
Immediately, Trenton obviously is a freak of nature. You're like, but Curtis blew me away because Curtis had the longest arms I've seen in a long time. He looked like Rondo.
Mm-hmm.
Like Curtis looks like Rondo
mm-hmm.
up close. You're like, oh my gosh, it's kind of the same big hands, real long arms. And it's like when you see the things he can do, I just think like I'm extremely high on him. Extremely.
You know what the most impressive thing he did last night? And I don't want it to go under the radar because again, this is such a sticking point for me with Brandon and his catching, right? Curtis stopped hesitating feeding the post, right?
Yeah.
He just, look, a couple times the ball swung and he didn't even give Brandon time to think about it.
Mm-hmm.
He, being that long, he could put the ball out in front of Brandon where Brandon didn't have to hold his man off.
No.
He just, he just had a guy with long arms like that, a guy who's tall, long arms, and he's a shooter, makes him a very dangerous, could get hot,
absolutely
get hot. And I mean, so his, like I said, a couple of those touches that we got late with Brandon, where he just got an easy bucket, where he turned around, finished again. I still want him. I want him to, when Brandon touches the ball, I want him to explode out of his stuff instead of just doing enough to score,
Well, yeah, I mean, you want that play to be, okay, Curtis comes down, Curtis makes that play. You have a center down there. I won't even put Brandon in that position, just a center. Like now imagine he throws that to a 6'10" center that catches it, goes straight up and just, and you're like, that play, I mean, that goes back to you, where me and you joke about, being serious about 2 points is 2 points. It's like, that's worth a little more than 2 points. I mean, it's like there's more goes into that, where you're like, wow, yeah.
Tyler throws the ball up to Brandon, right? Mm-hmm. You and I, we know camera angles.
Yeah.
When Tyler threw that ball, you were like, that's a turnover.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Because you could just see the camera trying to catch up with the basketball. And you could tell we don't have anybody on the end. Listen, I think that's Brandon down there, but we don't have anybody on our team that's going to turn that into an alley-oop. unless Trent Flowers came back in here, right?
Yeah.
Brandon goes up, kicks that ball back in one motion, kicks that ball back out to Trent to Curtis Williams Jr. and he buries it. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah. Oh
okay,
no.
yeah,
I know.
okay, yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant. Yeah. No. I know the exact play you're talking about. Yeah.
That was a big play.
Yeah.
That was a big play. We need that.
Let me ask you this. I mentioned this yesterday, especially I mentioned it even more now because yesterday I said it and I said it when we're still in the like, they're just going to get killed.
Right.
Whatever. But if I'm Louisville, like I'm calling Mikey Williams, somebody like that right now. I'm like, get up here to Louisville. Finish the season here.
We have opportunity.
Like, come here right now. An explosive player, add to this team. Because let me tell you why I say that. You see what Trenton Flowers is doing. He's good over there in Australia. Okay. Everybody thought it's the reverse. Everybody who left here. You know how everybody who left here the first couple weeks of the season, everybody on Twitter was like, oh man, look at that. Oh, else had a great game. Oh, this guy had a great game.
Right.
And then it's like, yeah, now they're all not very good, like, and don't play. So it was the other way around. Trenton went and was bad the first game or something. It was like, oh man, we dodged a bullet there. And then it's like, no, he's awesome. Probably gonna go first round.
And he has a motor.
Yeah, he's really good. Yeah. So I do go, man, what would this team be with a
motor?
With a stud motor.
Yeah, a motor, a real motor.
I'm like, Coach, unless you've got really good reason, I would give him a call.
I mean, listen.
Get on up here, dude.
John Morant.
I mean, listen, man.
A little therapy.
I mean, look, it was a misdemeanor at the end of the day. Like, dude, I don't know. It's just a thought.
Did you hear Sebastian Telfair?
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, I wouldn't have made it. If I went to Louisville.
Yeah.
Who we got? Jesse? Jesse, thanks for joining us on 93.9. What's on your mind?
Hey, my brothers, how y'all doing, man?
Good.
Hey, what you said something about Sebastian Telfair? I want to hear what happened with him because I was, man, that was one guy I followed. I was praying that he played for us. What happened with him?
He was just talking about he if he'd have gotten in trouble, going here. He was just kind of telling a story about either him coming here or Rondo coming here and all that good stuff.
Oh, okay. Yeah, man. I hated he didn't come, but man. To me, Marcus, tell me what you think. I said this on the other show. I hate to keep calling in, but it looked like to me that a switch was turned on last night. Like the players, it seemed like when they tried what Coach Payne has been telling them, or the coaches have been telling them, and it worked, they kept going back to it. For instance, the double down. The double down thing, the double teaming the post player, man, we looked like we were pack line. I mean, for a minute there, we looked like a pack line defense. I was like, what in the world? So I had never seen that. And that's been one of my arguments, one of my things from the jump. Why aren't we helping out when the ball goes in the post? I don't understand. We have players who walk right by the guy with the ball to go to their man, as if the post player is going to always throw it out for a jump shot. So last night, we doubled down on the guy in the post, and it worked, man.
Mm-hmm.
To me, Miami played their best game. You're not going to tell me they can play much better than that. They hit threes from every position. I mean, sometimes after a really frustrating defense that we had on them, and they would still hit a three from, the mid-court line. Them guys can shoot, man.
What's his name? Nigel Pack. He's still there, busting threes.
Man, I saw Coach Payne make some substitution moves. Marcus, tell me if I'm right. He made some substitution moves on the guard. I can't think of his name. And man, with Johnson and switching them off with Hersey and blah blah blah, and they kind of put the locks on him after he hit 2 or 3 bombs, man. So I don't know. It looked like the defensive switch was turned on for sure. When Coach Payne goes back and they go through the film session, he can point out, do you see what happens when you do this right? He was very animated on the sideline. Maybe he's always like that. I don't know. But I've never seen him that much directing every aspect of the game, offense and defense. And even the announcer said something about it. He said, Coach Payne, I saw him before the game started, and he was really speaking to these guys on a mental basis about who they were, blah blah blah.
Right.
And it worked, man. I mean, tell me if I'm wrong. It seemed like a switch is turned on with them. I love the fact that Tyler Johnson gets his mid-range shot off. He can do that all night long. He's so quick that he could get that shot. He could get 12 points in the paint, right outside the paint all night long. And if he just raised up and did it, so can our forward. I can't the guy from Michigan. Yeah, man, that guy. Yeah, man, he can get that shot off, but they don't. They try to go out and get the 3-pointer. It's a lot of points right there around the paint, man. Tell me if I'm wrong. And Brandon, the switch has been turned on with Brandon. I don't think this is not a fluke. I think this guy. They've gotten into his head and said, man, nobody can stop you, bruh. They can't handle you, man. And he's got that kind of mentality like, I'm taking this punk to the basket, regardless. You know what I'm saying? I'm taking him. I'm 6'10". I'm a bullying him. And that's what he's been doing. I think a switch has been turned on, guys. Y'all can tell me if I'm wrong, but it looks like if these guys say, I'm going to go to the position that Coach Payne told me on defense, and then when it works, they're like, damn, let me do that again. And it looked like what was happening last night. That's my take, man. I'm hoping that this will continue. But once you get that mindset on defense and it works, you don't lose that. Now people say, "Oh, that was a fluke." No, it wasn't. That switch has come on, man. And regardless of whether Payne stays at the end of the year or not, those guys have finally got it, man. So that's my take. That's what I saw.
Listen, Jesse, I appreciate the call.
I just gave him a second hour.
I will say this. Brandon did make a couple of strong moves, right? Couple of strong moves down there where it's like he looked like he did enjoy a couple of physical plays.
I've liked what Brandon's done lately, man.
Yeah, I still haven't. Listen,
just hate Brandon.
It's Clarksville expectations, Steve. They're different.
Well,
so here's
I mean, double digits playing for a top 6 program all time. I mean, I feel like you get a low credit
standard. It's the baseline.
Okay, to who? You and Alex. Sean Marion and Al. Okay, well, fair enough. Now I think about it.
Trent Hassel.
Yeah.
Sean Marion, Alex. Yes, Steve.
Marion's from Chicago. Don't matter.
Don't you ever say that to a Clarksville person.
Like Chicago's own Sean Marion.
But to his point, there was defensive intensity. I did enjoy the traps. I did enjoy the traps. Especially when you can go ahead and play this. Especially when you had when you were stealing minutes with Brandon on the bench.
Yeah.
And going straight to the trap of the post. It's just like, and again, and the energy level, man.
The bench?
Yeah.
That was something we can talk about in the second hour too. Just kind of the things that we saw that weren't on court necessarily related. Because I did want to get to the coaches and the bench.
Yeah, I was. When Jesse was saying, like, yes, you did see a greater deal of energy out of your staff for sure. Rolling along, 93.9 The Ville.
an official broadcast partner of the University of Louisville. WLCL Sellersburg is 93.9 The Ville.
Now that sports have officially kicked off, there's only 4 things missing from your playbook. 4 pegs. Looking for great smoked wings? 4 pegs. Looking for juicy barbecue and award-winning chili? 4 pegs. If you're just looking for some cold craft, tap, can, or bottled beer, 4 pegs. And the best part about 4 pegs is it's right around the corner at 1053 Goss Avenue in Germantown. So you better get over there fast because the word is spreading. And while you're over there, be sure to ask about their food truck and other catering services.
DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NFL playoffs, is bringing you an offer that'll help make the playoffs electrifying. New customers can bet $5 on any game and get $200 instantly in bonus bets. Plus, everyone gets a no-sweat same-game parlay for every playoff game day. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now and use the code THEVILLE. New customers can bet just $5 and get $200 instantly in bonus bets. Only on DraftKings Sportsbook with the code THEVILLE. The crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. 18 plus. Physically present in Kentucky. Bonus bets expire 168 hours after issuance. Opt-in required. 1 no-sweat token issued per eligible day after opt-in. No sweat bonus bet issued based on amount of losing qualifying bet. Eligibility, max reward limits, and deposit restrictions apply. Terms at sportsbook.draftkings.com/football terms.
Hey, Cards fans! Do you or a loved one suffer from gout? Gout is a very painful form of arthritis that can also lead to kidney and heart disease. I bet you didn't know there's now a Gout Center of Excellence right here in Louisville. They use the most up-to-date clinical guidelines and FDA-approved treatments to get you relief fast. If you have gout, be sure to call the Gout Center of Excellence at 502-719-2472 or visit them online at ralouisville.com. And be sure to tell them Marcus sent you.
Louisville fans, Steve Rummage here. We all know the importance of making the right hire, especially when the stakes are high. In basketball and in real estate, the right leadership makes all the difference. Just because someone seems nice or they're a friend of the family doesn't mean they're the right person for the job. Hire someone with a proven track record of success, like you've heard me say for years. Call Josh Jarbo. Josh and the team at RE/MAX Empire are turning tough plays into big wins, ensuring your real estate experience is nothing short of a slam dunk. And in need of financing? Say no to amateur moves and go with the best. With Motto Mortgage A to Z, you're getting the MVP of treatment. No more pain, just gains. So when you're ready to make your next big play in real estate, remember, with RE/MAX Empire and Motto Mortgage A to Z, it's always a full court press towards success. They're here to assist you in scoring the perfect property and navigating the financial hoops with ease. Call Josh Jarbo, 502-216-7590, and let's achieve those real estate goals with championship precision.
Josh Jarbo, principal broker, owner of RE/MAX Empire and co-founder of Motto Mortgage A to Z, NMLS number 2256125. Each office is independently owned and operated. Motto Mortgage A to Z is an equal house lender.
Your home is your fortress, and your first line of defense is your roof. So if your roof is under attack by either Mother Nature or Father Time, you should be calling Citadel Roofing and Construction. Citadel Roofing and Construction is locally owned and operated, will provide free inspections, estimates, and of course they'll work with your insurance. Did I also mention their A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau? Let Citadel Roofing and Construction protect the roof that protects you by calling 502-219-7964 today.
We are right in the heart of winter, so it's time to ask yourself if your heating system can make it to spring. So if you have any issue with your heat, or if you know it's time for a new system, then you need to call DFH Company today. Now until January 31st, when you buy a complete Trane system, receive 18-month special financing. It's hard to stop a Trane, so call DFH Company today at 968-6222, or look them up online at dfhcompany.com. Visit dfhcompany.com for complete program eligibility, dates, details, and restrictions. Subject to credit approval.
Hey, this is the Fat Jack, and as we head deeper into 2024, it's time for the Super Wildcard Weekend. Are you ready to make some money? My clients and I won again last week, 6-0 basketball run over the weekend. Football wins again, going 4-2 on Sunday. Are you ready to turn a profit? This is a huge weekend, and it's time to start winning. Go to FatJackSports.com. Get signed up today. It's less than $100 a week to win betting the games through at least the Super Bowl. FatJackSports.com, the only place you need to go to turn a profit betting the games.
Most people don't put much thought into the value of a reliable water or sewage pump until they have to. Well, I have a team that never stops thinking about it. Kentuckiana Pump Sales. With over 35 years of experience, Kentuckiana Pump Sales, a premier Ashland pump shop, includes sump, sewage, grinder pumps, and many more to service all residential, municipal, commercial, and industrial needs. Next time you think about pumps, think Kentuckiana Pump Sales, 3303 Industrial Parkway, Jeffersonville, Indiana, or visit KentuckianaPumps.com.
Men, the new year is here, and if you're like many of us, you're going to make a resolution to improve your health. But if you're feeling sluggish and low energy, if your sleep patterns are off, if you've been working out and aren't seeing the gains you used to see, making that resolution may not be so easy. This is Jeff for Tri-State Men's Health, and if you're feeling the way I just described, we can likely help you with that resolution, because those symptoms probably mean you're suffering with low testosterone. And at Tri-State Men's Health, we're experts in treating this condition. With our low T protocols, if you're like most men, the change will astound you. You'll feel more energy and better mental clarity, your sleep will improve, your workouts will be better, and you'll likely find your sex drive goes up as well. So call us today and get treated for your low T. Your initial visit is only $99 and includes blood work and a medical consult. And if you start on testosterone the day of your appointment, your visit is free. Call 800-900-9654 or go to tristatemenshealth.com. We have 4 offices: Cincinnati, Louisville, Dayton, and now Columbus. Tri-State Men's Health, a Promenic restorative health practice.
The biggest winner in the big game could be you thanks to BetMGM. The king of sportsbooks is offering new customers a chance to score $158 in bonus bets instantly. That's right, instantly. Just download the BetMGM app and sign up using bonus code VSHOW, then place a $5 moneyline wager on the big game. You'll receive $158 in bonus bets instantly, regardless of your wager's outcome. Don't miss your opportunity to cross the goal line on the money line as pro football's top teams clash for the championship. Can't be in Vegas for the big game? Then bring the big game excitement with you with the king of sportsbooks. BetMGM and GameSense remind you to play responsibly. See BetMGM.com for terms. 21 plus only. Kentucky only. New customer offer. Subject to eligibility requirements. Rewards are non-withdrawable bonus bets that expire in 7 days. Please gamble responsibly. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Can't get enough ESPN Louisville? Subscribe to us on YouTube at ESPN Louisville for live watch-alongs, play-by-play breakdowns with the coach, behind-the-scenes action in the bullpen, and more.
You've got ants inside the house, mosquitoes outside the house, moles burrowing in your lawn, and termites eating your house from inside out. You're completely surrounded. Luckily, OPC Pest Services has a 4 seasons program that can help. OPC has been providing quality pest services since 1972. Protect your home and property and call OPC Pest Services for a free estimate at 969-9635 or visit opcpest.com. Again, that's 969-9635 or visit opcpest.com.
Hi, this is Louisville football coach Jeff Brom. You're listening to the home of U of L Athletics, 93.9 The Ville.
Royalty free. Yeah.
Welcome back. Welcome back. It's Middays with Marcus Baby at 8150 93.9. This is the number. 93.9 is the station. People, let me take a quick second to pass along one of our big special thanks to one of the newest members of our team, Kentuckiana Pump.
That'd be better to start at the beginning.
Premature pump.
If I had a dime.
Well, now you have everybody's attention. A special thanks to one of the newest members of the team, Kentuckiana Pump Sales, for every home, building, business, municipality that all rely on the movement these pumps provide. The moment you need a water or sewage pump, you should be thinking Kentuckiana Pump Sales. They're like our first responders or essential personnel. Over 35 years of experience, best service, fairest possible price. And it's right in Jeffersonville, Indiana. People, go see Harold or go see Mark. They'll find out exactly, and I do mean exactly, what you need. Utility, sump, affluent, grinder, sewage, anything you need. 3303 Industrial Parkway, of course, Jeffersonville, Indiana. course. Or you can give them a call, 812-725-9217, or simply visit KentuckianaPumps.com.
Also, DraftKings Sportsbook, the official sports betting partner of the NFL playoffs, is bringing you an offer that'll help make the playoffs electrifying. Electrifying for you, because you got a kid in it, too. Golly. Exciting. So, new customers, you can bet.
Screw up.
Or you, new customers, or you. You know, if you want to bet, well, you wouldn't be a new customer, but we'll get to you in a second. $5 on any game to get 200 instantly in bonus bets. Or this is where you come in, Marcus. Plus, everyone gets a no sweat same game parlay for every playoff day. You can bet on lines. You, the father of Jalen Reese-Maven.
Can I bet on props?
Can bet on the lines.
Can I bet on props?
Yes. So download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now. Use promo code TheVille. New customers bet just $5. You get 200 instantly in bonus bets only on DraftKings Sportsbook with code TheVille. The crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. 18 or older. Physically present in Kentucky. Bonus bets expire 168 hours after issuance. Opt-in required. One no-sweat token issued per eligible day after opt-in. No-sweat bonus bet issued based on the amount of losing qualifying bet. Eligibility, max reward limits, and deposit restrictions apply. Terms at sportsbook.draftkings.com/football. Terms.
So, Steve, what if a prop bet showed up and the prop bet was,
what does Trilly Donovan's tweet mean?
You tell me.
I thought that's what you're going to ask.
What did Trilly Donovan tweet?
You haven't seen it? Then I don't know. He just tweeted 4 coaches.
Oh, yeah? Was Nolan one of them? Steve.
He wasn't.
What if the prop bet
said
over or under 0.5 fake punts on the Detroit Lions game?
I would say under. Right? Would you not say under? Or do you have inside information?
I'm not allowed to even answer your question.
Are you?
I'm just saying.
Okay, blink twice.
What if there was a prop that said over
Johnny from Daytona
fake punts for the Detroit Lions?
I'd say, crap. Detroit's about to get nasty.
Oh,
I'm glad I'm not playing them.
Jalen, I need to know.
Yeah. Hey, hypothetically, do y'all see something there that you like?
Oh,
has he ever gave you inside information like
absolutely
that?
Not.
Would you tell me?
No.
On air?
Absolutely not. I don't even want to know inside information. Like anything that can get you in trouble, don't tell me.
Would you bet on it if he told you?
Absolutely not.
I don't believe it.
Nikki, would I bet on inside information?
Yeah.
Right. Thank you.
Y'all are some pieces of crap.
Yeah. He'd be like, felony, bring it.
Y'all
bring me my money.
I think I might judge you if you don't.
I don't want Brandon Lang's people to come looking for me. I don't need that.
I mean, like, what are you moving lines? Like you're betting that much?
Yeah, that's a good point. I don't have enough to even move.
That's what I'm saying. You throw like a C note down or something, no one's gonna bat an eye.
I'd sell my car and say, "Hey, Jalen,
yeah,
do this."
Yeah, I've got a $30,000 bet right now on the line. You fake the punt.
And you know what he'll say? What's your Cash App?
Yeah, Dad, I can't do that.
Yeah,
but
I can't do that. But if you need some money,
yeah. Is there something in need?
Yeah, you jackass.
Yeah,
you gonna risk my whole career for something I didn't just give you. I don't know if he give me 30. It's time for him to give up the house, though, Steve.
Yeah.
Can you say that name again, Nikki?
Johnny from Daytona.
Johnny from Daytona. Thanks for joining us on 93.9. Fire away.
CARDS. Go! Cards, go! Thank you.
Good energy.
God, thank you so much. Oh, God, thank you so much. Thank you.
That's all I got.
What was your favorite
That's all
part?
I got.
I love it, Johnny. Thank
Appreciate
you, man.
the call.
But when you're living in Florida, like that's the energy you have. Because you know what? Johnny's out right now. You know what? I'm curious. What's the weather? Hey, Nick, why don't you tell me what the weather is at Daytona Beach right now?
All right, let's see here. Using my producing skills.
Watch, there's probably a hurricane going on.
Yeah, I know.
By the way, it's so crazy when people like in the lead up, you know, before they get on the air, like they don't sound like what they're gonna come on the air. Like he was just like, "Hey, it's Johnny from Daytona. Love to get on with the guys." Like very calm, collected, and then he comes in with turned up to 12 energy.
He's a radio veteran, then,
right? 57 degrees and cloudy right now in Daytona.
That's horrible. I got it better here.
You might as well stay right here.
Like, it's 48 and sunny here.
A low of 44 with a high of 60.
And the cost of living is a lot cheaper here.
That is true.
Before we went into break, you were talking about the sideline. The sideline aesthetically looked a lot more involved.
Yeah. I mean, from the, we can get to the coaches in a second, but just the players.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like the sideline was alive. It was, I mean, you could tell it refreshed me in these guys want to win.
Yeah. It reminds you and refreshes. Yeah.
Yeah, remind you. Yeah. But just like, these teams, these guys want to win, and they're not giving up. Like they're sitting in a situation where these guys have cashed it in. And it starts to make you realize because I do think part of the conversation the last couple of weeks has been, why is Josh look like we're going to,
my bad.
He's vaccinated. Why is Josh letting him finish the year?
Mm-hmm.
Man, when you see the team and the way they were responding, that makes me go,
because
that's why.
Who's to know he didn't go in there, go around and have a conversation? Like, hey, what are you thinking?
Yeah, these guys aren't quitting, and if they're not quitting, then I say don't take their coach from them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and that game was the game that goes against the narrative, of guys packing it up.
Yeah.
It's like, no, Caleb really goes after the basketball.
I love him, man. I love him.
Caleb Glenn really goes after.
He had a
the
rebound off of a free throw last night. It was just
awesome. the late one.
Yeah.
Towards the end, it was like he went and got the basketball.
Speaking of going to get it real quick, what about Jordan Ward? Did you see Jordan's dunk last night?
I don't know why we act like Jordan didn't have these powerful legs. Jordan might have the Alex Sanders thing, though.
No, I've said it, man. Jordan will never get the Jordan. I'm convinced will never get the credit for how good he was here. Like Jordan might have been. I mean, Jordan was. He was a top 20 player, and he'll never get top 20 credit.
Yeah,
like it's like no, like he was awesome.
He was so good. He was like, you remember how Earl got the reputation for not playing hard or looked like he was cruising? Jordan, such a good shooter that sometimes he was just like, it doesn't matter who's guarding him.
No,
he's a pure shooter, and he's so strong. Like people didn't realize how strong he was.
Florida, Trumpville. Texture says, don't talk Steve into staying in Louisville. He needs to move to Trumpville. It's DeSantis, jackass. You're going to get your insults right. I mean, look, if you're going to insult me, at least get it right. Ron DeSantis.
Why? Why on a day like this? And we're in the middle of talking all this good stuff. Now listen, a slick shot straight at Nikki every once in a while is okay on a day like this, but
naturally,
you don't have to take it into the dark mode.
By the way, as people have been like tagging me, I put like a Twitter poll up of who, what's the bigger story, Saban retiring or Belichick stepping away from the Pats?
Oh,
and it's overwhelmingly Saban, but still, I put the poll up and like it's getting a lot of traction, and like two different people have just been attaching like anti-Biden things to it, and I'm just,
I'm okay with that.
I mean, just yeah, but like, why?
Let's go, Brandon. Hey, listen, when he got the ball in the paint, when he got the ball
that was brilliant. That was brilliant.
When he got the ball in the paint, I was like, where's Brandon been all the time?
Man, he was. But listen, man, when guys were out, they were into the game. You know what I'm saying? The guys that are the JJs and the core fours and ones that aren't even dressed were into it, obviously, but man, it was good. And the coaches, listen, Nolan has been much more animated over the last month or two.
Mm-hmm. I thought Nolan's always been kind of,
but I think he's kind of, I agree with that. I think he's always kind of been that way. But watching, and again, I'm going to say this, and I know they want to win, but I really was convinced Kenny Payne and Danny Manning wanted that game.
Yeah. Like something in particular.
Yes.
Maybe they said it stops now. It's like, no, we're not leaving this. We're not leaving Miami without this one.
It says Alex Sanders dunked on me in the sack, and I still have nightmares.
The problem with Alex is just that one time where he doesn't get up. Like Steve, his hops were like the most unpredictable hops ever, right? It's like, what do they call it? Like it blow a flat tire or something. Like sometimes he would go up and he don't get any lift.
Yeah.
And then sometimes it's like, oh my God.
There he goes. Yeah.
So I think that's what Jordan Ward has, like the power legs.
What about Matthew Cleveland yesterday? Like that was with authority. I was like, where did that come from? I mean, he had a couple. That hurt.
He had a couple.
Yeah, he did. He was like, somebody tweeted the Cleveland Steamer.
But here's the problem. I would have when I watched
What a day.
When I watched that, Steve, I was like, if y'all aren't gonna stop the ball, I'm gonna remove it. Like, I don't care. Aiden McCool, get ready.
I got mad at Tyler on the one bucket in the first half. Yeah, in the first half. Cleveland, one man fast break down the lane. He gets Tyler's in the paint, and he just
blows around.
Blew right around. Yep. Scored. Just layup. And I was like, what are you doing, man?
That was that one was stopping the ball. But here's the problem. I used to do that a lot, and once I started kind of gauging his speed, I'm like, okay. When I saw that, yes, you yell at your team.
Yeah.
But I also wanted to give credit. Like, that weave is something I made a living off of, just kind of pushing the pace, getting behind the center, getting behind somebody slow, running backwards.
Yeah.
And just creep a nice little layup in or something like that. Okay. So you noticed it jumped off the screen, the energy from the sideline.
Yeah.
It was palpable.
Right. I agree with that.
Do you think that was a conscious decision, like with the coaching staff? Like, hey, we might need to get a little more energy to these guys?
I think so. I mean, well, okay, and let me do the opposite. When you're saying bring energy, I thought KP did a good job yesterday of calling timeouts, of stopping energy. Like
stopping the bad energy.
He really, I mean, a lot of times this year, one of the things I've been critical of is I'm like, it looks like you're lost because you're just letting them play. And yesterday, his timeouts looked tactical.
Listen,
and it's possible he's growing. I mean, that is.
I was thinking that right in the car. I was like, it's okay to say he's getting better at stuff. It's okay to say, he's he realized that he needs to do it. But I'll say it. Last game, I was proud of him for calling that timeout 1 minute into the game. So I was like, hey, if moving forward, like, you're gonna have to do that. Like when you see a bad start or when you see two of those offensive rebounds where you just see a lazy effort, because it's contagious. A poor effort is just as contagious as a Mike James, Sky Clark, back-to-back buckets. It's Nikki, can you go to that 2, the KP2, please? Yeah, like I said, I'm kind of.
Which one? From the post game or with
from
Bob?
The post game.
Okay.
The podium.
Well, the first thing offensively, watching the game that we played last year, I just thought when we were the aggressor, we attacked the lane, good things happened. And we didn't come out with the win, but we played and put them on their heels for a good portion of their game. So when I watched that film, I said, okay, that team went to a Final Four. That team was really complete, a great team. This team may be better offensively, but in order for us to have success, we got to keep it in that same vein. So the game plan was one, to attack them, whether through the post or through the drive, and then to spread out to make shots. We know in order for us to be in games, we can't miss wide open shots, which has been our Achilles heel. But on the other flip side of that, just to compete hard, talk to each other, communicate, make their shots hard. We have a philosophy of tough twos versus threes and keeping people off the glass. That team is a NCAA tournament team, and they're really good.
Hit the Bob too. I'm curious. I didn't hear that answer.
We mentioned with about 5 minutes to go, the game was still up in the air, but I talked to Paul and I said, look at the expression on their faces. They were slapping each other on the back, smiling. There was a sense of, I don't know what the word would be, unity, I guess, that we haven't seen before. And that had to be really gratifying.
To me, whether we won the game or lost the game, to see them play with chemistry, to see them fight, to get stops, to see them hold each other accountable on the court when we didn't get rebounds, to see them talk about, you got to be up on ball screens, don't be back, don't let them get a contested shot. We're going to be in the gaps, we're going to help each other. To see them talk about all the things that the coaches all talk about daily and see them do it in action against, again, a very good team. It was good to see.
Go KP3 up top on the defense.
I thought that was one of the main things for us winning the game was how we defended. We were in gaps. We got out the shooters. We made things hard for them. They missed open shots some, but as the game wore on, you saw us. I thought our conditioning was and our energy was really good. I thought we could have played another 8 to 10 minutes like that. And I preach that, and they hate me for that. But these are the games why you do that, so you can fight for a whole game.
They did look spicy at the end.
Oh yeah,
they did look like they had the energy.
I would agree with that. Absolutely.
Like a Sky.
Would they end the game on like an 8-0 run or something?
9-0. Yep, a 9-0 run. Yeah, that's the number 2. Like, and it looked like Miami was trying to do it. Put it this way. The defense in the last few minutes looked harder than the first couple of minutes of the second half.
Yes,
like
100%
intensity level. I tell you what, let's take a quick commercial break. Get our last reset. 939 The Ville. Now that sports have officially kicked off, there's only 4 things missing from your playbook. 4 pegs. Looking for great smoked wings? 4 pegs. Looking for juicy barbecue and award-winning chili? 4 pegs. If you're just looking for some cold crab, tap, can, or bottled beer, 4 pegs. And the best part about 4 pegs is it's right around the corner at 1053 Goss Avenue in Germantown. So you better get over there fast because the word is spreading. And while you're over there, be sure to ask about their food truck and other catering services.
Louisville fans, Steve Rummage here. We all know the importance of making the right hire, especially when the stakes are high. In basketball and in real estate, the right leadership makes all the difference. Just because someone seems nice or they're a friend of the family doesn't mean they're the right person for the job. Hire someone with a proven track record of success, like you've heard me say for years. Call Josh Jarbo. Josh and the team at RE/MAX Empire are turning tough plays into big wins, ensuring your real estate experience is nothing short of a slam dunk. And in need of financing? Say no to amateur moves and go with the best. With Motto Mortgage A to Z, you're getting the MVP of treatment. No more pain, just gains. So when you're ready to make your next big play in real estate, remember, with RE/MAX Empire and Motto Mortgage A to Z, it's always a full court press towards success. They're here to assist you in scoring the perfect property and navigating the financial hoops with ease. Call Josh Jarbo, 502-216-7590, and let's achieve those real estate goals with championship precision.
Josh Jarbo, principal broker, owner of RE/MAX Empire and co-founder of Motto Mortgage A to Z, NMLS number 2256125. Each office is independently owned and operated. Motto Mortgage A to Z is an equal house lender.
Your home is your fortress, and your first line of defense is your roof. So if your roof is under attack by either Mother Nature or Father Time, you should be calling Citadel Roofing and Construction. Citadel Roofing and Construction is locally owned and operated, will provide free inspections, estimates, and of course they'll work with your insurance. Did I also mention their A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau? Let Citadel Roofing and Construction protect the roof that protects you by calling 502-219-7964 today.
Are you looking for a career that makes a difference? Seven County Services is hiring change makers to impact the lives of our community with services that include mental health, substance use, and developmental disabilities. Our diverse team of mission-focused individuals includes a wide range of professional and support roles. Enjoy a generous compensation package, tuition reimbursement, student loan assistance, paid clinical supervision, and career development opportunities. Seven County Services. It's more than a career, it's a purpose.
Does your business need an upgrade in cybersecurity? Odds are, if you're a small business, you do, because that's where criminals prey.
They know small businesses don't have the resources to prevent attacks. That's where our friends at Louisville Geek came in to help us. Not only did they upgrade our outdated computers, they made us safer from attacks.
Louisville Geek has been around for nearly 2 decades. They offer 24/7 support, and their online pricing calculator gives you transparent pricing.
Use who we use at ESPN Louisville. Louisville Geek. LouisvilleGeek.com.
Hey, Cards fans. Do you or a loved one suffer from gout? Gout is a very painful form of arthritis that can also lead to kidney and heart disease. I bet you didn't know there's now a Gout Center of Excellence right here in Louisville. They use the most up-to-date clinical guidelines and FDA-approved treatments to get you relief fast. If you have gout, be sure to call the Gout Center of Excellence at 502-719-2472 or visit them online at ralouisville.com. And be sure to tell them Marcus sent you.
The holidays are here, and what better way to look great during the holidays than with a fresh new haircut at Big League Haircuts. They've been serving the Ville for 20 years. It's so I went from a button to a hat. We were wearing a Louisville hat. A haircut ticket of 2 or more. 2 areas. No, you're wearing a Louisville. No, stop. I'm not going to let my side poison you, Steve. Creek at 6508 Bardstown Road. Play hard, look good at Big League Haircuts. Happy holidays, everyone.
It's the January $5 sale at Mike's Car Wash. Through January 31st, get $5 off when you purchase a single regular price wash at any of Mike's Car Wash's 6 Louisville area locations. Open daily 7 to 9. See store for details.
Most people don't put much thought into the value of a reliable water or sewage pump until they have to. Well, I have a team that never stops thinking about it. Kentuckiana Pump Sales. With over 35 years of experience, Kentuckiana Pump Sales, a premier Ashland pump shop, includes sump, sewage, grinder pumps, and many more to service all residential, municipal, commercial, and industrial needs. Next time you think about pumps, think Kentuckiana Pump Sales, 3303 Industrial Parkway, Jeffersonville, Indiana, or visit KentuckianaPumps.com.
Bigots ready? Go.
Welcome back. It's Middays with Marcus Maven. 8150 93.9 is the number. 93.9 is the station. Even though the weather's perfect right now, it isn't always. Sometimes you need to remember your home is your fortress, and your first line of defense is your roof. So if your roof is under attack by either Mother Nature or Father Time, you should be calling Citadel Roofing and Construction. Citadel Roofing and Construction is locally owned and operated, will provide free inspections, estimates, and of course, they'll work with your insurance. Did I also mention their A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau? Let Citadel Roofing and Construction protect the roof that protects you by calling 502-219-7964 today.
I'll send you DraftKings at some point.
Also
from you.
Also, just so I can. Oh, I can't find it, Steve. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, we'll have to do that at the end of the show to catch up. Grades, Steve.
Yeah.
Hot grade segment. Sky Clark.
I mean, out of the guys that played, I think it would be easier for me to say who didn't I like. Because everybody played pretty good. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't grading on a curve.
Yeah.
So I don't know who I wouldn't. Who didn't play well?
Like I said, a couple bad shots.
Yeah, D'Lo was kind of.
I don't know, man. I feel like D'Lo.
We got Will from Tampa on the phone.
I feel like D'Lo kind of gives a little calmness, like where he's going to be at.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So it's one of those things where he might not have did anything to get an A, but he sure didn't do anything to fail.
Will from Tampa, thanks for joining us on 93.9. Fire away.
Loving these Florida calls.
What's going on, fellas? Yeah, man, the Florida calls. You gotta love them. Don't hate on the Steve. Man,
oh no way! Are you kidding me? I love Florida, man.
And look, you had your buddy check the weather today. Have him check it for tomorrow.
Oh,
because in a day everything changes here.
Man, you ain't kidding, dude. No, but it's on a different scale, Marcus. Yeah, like tomorrow it'll be 45 here. Oh boy.
I'm glad y'all brought up Danilo. I have a buddy of mine that he cannot stand him.
Come in the high
side. And I'm a big fan of his simply because there's nothing like having a guy that not only knows his role but plays his role. Doesn't force shots. Going to play hard defense, going to make the right pass, the extra pass, and it's going to hustle. And that's what I feel like he gives us. And correct me if I'm wrong, and I hope this doesn't sound bad, but I kind of felt like we had an addition by subtraction yesterday. And I hate to say it, but I felt like Sky Clark played a whole different game without Trey White.
Okay.
I don't know if it's like a buddy thing. You know how
it's going to be a conversation, Will. Like Trey White will probably come back Saturday. It's definitely going to be a conversation because Trey White is the one that we've been very critical. I think he's a great teammate, but we've been very critical with him defensively. And like you're saying, even on the other side, with shots, different stuff. So I didn't mean to interrupt you there. Finish your point, but I just wanted to say, you're not far off there. That's definitely going to be a conversation.
Hey, but that's all I wanted to hear. You can finish my point if it's going the same way I'm going. Sometimes I don't have to drive all the time. I'll sit back and let you take over the wheel. It's not Jesus. Steve, take the wheel. You know what I'm saying?
I appreciate it, Will.
Hey, but look, real talk, the 27th is coming up. I'm going to need some type of contact information for you when you get down here for the Royal Rumble.
I got you, bro. You know what? Actually, Nick, can you put him on hold and will you give him my number? Just give my number. All right, Will, he'll give you Nick's gonna give you my number and then just shoot me a text.
I'll do that, brother.
Okay, good deal, man. I appreciate
you. Have a good rest of y'all day.
For sure, man.
Appreciate the call. DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NFL playoffs, is bringing you an offer that'll help make the playoffs electrifying. It's already is for me. New customers can bet $5 on any game and get 200 instantly in bonus bets. Plus, now everyone gets a no sweat same game parlay for every playoff game day. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now. Use code WHBE. New customers can bet just $5 to get 200 instantly in bonus bets. Only on DraftKings Sportsbook with code WHBE. The crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER, 18 and over. Physically present in Kentucky. Bonus bets expire 168 hours after issuance. Opt-in required. 1 no sweat token issued per eligible day after opt-in. No sweat bonus. No sweat bonus. Bet issued based on the amount of losing qualifying bet Eligibility, max reward limits, and deposit restrictions apply. Terms at sportsbook.draftkings.com/football teams.
Don't bad math for 30 seconds.
Well, we have a lot of things. I mean, Nick Saban. I mean, we mentioned it earlier. I mean, it's a big deal. It's a big deal. College football, man. I mean, that's a game changer. Sounds like Dan Lanning's just going to take the job today. Can you imagine being Oregon? You're just like, oh man, it's a great day. You know, it's like, oh, Dan Lanning going there. I'm just trying to buy you 30 seconds.
I got distracted a bit. You know what was distracting me, Steve? I got to tell you, it's irritated me. I have a laser pointer.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a Supreme laser pointer.
Mm-hmm.
We're talking like if there's a big cliff miles away, it's like a super high beam laser pointer.
Okay, so this is one of those like eyeball. It'll just
I'm gonna get in trouble.
It just roast your eyeball.
It goes really, really far, and when I say far, I mean far.
Hey, could you get that tan connection sign?
Oh, Steve. Miles.
Oh, okay.
Oh wow, I was gonna say, can you get the dorm like a whole block away?
Miles.
Okay, now
can you get the football stadium?
Now I'm not believing you. I'm gonna have to see it now because now I'm like, no, that's not true.
Miles.
Okay, I mean, listen, you're gonna
have to whip it out.
I can tell that you are very serious right now, and there's nothing you're gonna say is gonna make me believe you until I see it go on that dorm out there.
That dorm is nothing.
Okay.
When you see this thing,
you sound like my dad when he got that new knife that supposedly cut anything. My dad was like, "I'll cut this coffee pot in half." I was like, "No, Dad, the knife don't cut." He said, "Yeah, it does." He said, "I swear to God, if I swung it, I'd cut it right in half."
Steve,
like,
Miles.
Okay, I don't believe you, but yeah, I feel you. Like, I think it probably goes like you could probably hit that brick building, like the tan connection, which is impressive. It would be super impressive.
I think you can hit the dorm, and then
no, there's no way.
Nah.
Like even
some poor guy on the patio just reading a book.
Y'all are being so
the text line's even like, come on now, Miles. Like, what are we doing here?
So here's the thing.
I can see 4 miles.
Like,
and miles
I bought
and
one, right?
miles.
Like, where'd you get it? The Navy? I mean, like,
yeah. Is this what they used to like tag things before it gets bombed?
Men in Black.
Okay, hold on. See, this what happened. I bought one, right?
Just for SNGs, or are you?
Yes, I bought one, right?
Painting targets for the Air Force.
Are you hitting airplane pilots in the air?
Hold on. I'm gonna find my original.
Planes
video.
are going down everywhere. It's mysterious red light.
Got another one.
It's getting in their eyes.
Listen, that's what I was worried about.
That's the other thing. My dad got a flip phone. Like, it was like 8 years ago. He got a flip phone. It was like he never really had a cell phone. And he just couldn't get over himself. He was just like, oh no. He's like, because we were all like, bro, what is that? He was like, no, like Fort Knox will come after me if they know I got the thing. It was like, okay, now it's too much. Like every time a helicopter, my dad and them, they live around that area. Every time a helicopter would come over, it's like, oh, they're coming after my phone. Okay, dude. Like, you're giving me those serious Raymond Rummage vibes right now.
Okay.
Flat Earth Maven.
Look, this thing was like a security. This thing was like, okay, like if you get lost in the wilderness, like you can SOS on the side of a mountain. Like, I'm telling you.
Okay. I mean, it looks.
I want to play with this.
Yeah, you got to bring it in.
Listen.
Yeah.
I'm telling y'all.
Okay. I mean, it looks legit.
Okay.
That looks
Will
legit.
you at least say that? See?
Yes. It looks like a little lightsaber. I will say that.
You can see when you do it in the rain, right?
Yeah.
It's like a solid beam. There's a tree line. that looks damn near E-Townish from where I live. You know, just cross the place.
Oh yeah, nowhere near where I live.
Keep on going.
Yeah.
Down towards that town.
Yes.
And there's trees down there, and I can hit the tree lines far, far away, Steve.
Okay.
There's only one other person.
You want to bring him to the game? You want to bring it to the games? I'll use it.
30 free throws.
No. Look, you know what's sad? I was thinking the football games, but I was like sitting up in that booth, like somebody said, punt returns.
Oh no, you're getting arrested for that. You're gonna get arrested.
Ah! So he drops it.
The guy just gets tackled.
Oh my God! People are dropping an abnormal number of punts at U of L. You still got to bring it in. You got to bring it in tomorrow.
You have.
I want to play with this.
No, you have to do it in the dark.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fair.
Okay. If I had it right here, you could see it on the top of that in the daytime, no problem. But what I'm saying is just to really appreciate how far you can go, you got to see it at night.
Okay.
And if you see it in the rain, it looks like a legit lifesaver. It looks like it'll cut something.
Okay, listen, so anyway, I'm with you.
Anyway,
the pictures sold me a little bit.
Listen, I say all that to say I bought one, right?
Mm-hmm.
My it charges to a USB port, right? I think I kind of broke it or something, messed it up, right? So I ordered another one. It came, right? Amazon took the picture. I go over my door, it ain't there. I'm like, you just took that.
Yeah.
You just put it on my porch, took the picture, and you took it
just walked off with it.
Yes. Because listen, I heard the knock at the door. People are not allowed to knock at my door unannounced. So it's going to be at least 10 minutes before I go to the door. I could tell by the knock that was a delivery kind of knock, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I was like, okay, I slowly, getting up. Brush my teeth and go get my package. I'm like, yes, blah, blah, blah. I go out there, I look, no package. Then I go check my little Amazon account. I see the picture, and I got the little ramp in front of my door, and I'm like, that's my door, but there's no package. And I'm like, that's not cool. So I was on the show while I was talking about my victory. I was simultaneously chatting with the Amazon Make It Right people, and I'm like, I need a replacement. I want my laser.
Do you know what happened to it?
And Steve, it has an attachment that it makes like a kaleidoscope.
Oh, cool.
Yep. So you can, if you're in a room.
Mr. Mark's house.
Have you seen The Fifth Element at the end of the movie?
Yeah. You're like Independence Day. Shoots down.
When it's about to blow things up.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that's how bad it is. Yeah, Nick, go ahead, play us out like I should have been. No, parents. Catherine had the same thing at Amazon too. Yeah, Amazon. Come on, stop Amazon. I mess with y'all. Like,
yeah, like no, I love Amazon, man.
I work with y'all. Like, don't do me wrong. You've been a good.
I'll tell the Amazon people at my house the same thing I tell my son and his friends. I'm like, listen, there is a $20,000 security system put in this house. I know if you fart in this house, okay? You open a window, I know. So Amazon people at my house, when you cross that threshold into the driveway, I see you.
Right.
I know what you're doing.
Right.
I hear you. I see you.
So leave the package.
Yeah.
Leave the package. Don't take it.
Don't play with me.
Yeah, and like I said, and it was one of those awkward delivery times. Too.
I did not purchase the security system, by the way. It was already there. I'm good with a Ring doorbell, personally.
Did they attach a little bit to the rent?
Yeah.
They put a little extra stink on it for the security system. Yeah, but listen, I was excited about it. I was extremely disappointed. Sounds like Amazon's gonna make it right. Sorry about that distraction, people. Like, but Steve, listen, Steve believes me so far, or he's a little in on it.
I mean, it might be, man.
I want to play with it. Sounds like fun.
Somebody acknowledge Nick's pee-pee joke. He's said it 37 times.
That one was accidental, but the whip it out one was
we know Nick's using a double entendre for a pee-pee. All right.
Just in case people word on my comedic sophistication level.
As always, 8150-939 is always the number. 3831-939 is always the text line. YouTube channel. It's normally made for the Bill. Midday Sparks, baby. 93 on the Bill.
Can't wait to touch it.
How big is